Okay, today we're going to go over the assembly of the 5 easy piece SAAB GRIPEN, which means gripen, I guess, in Swedish. Anyway, she is about 42 inches long, more or less, and about a 26-inch wingspan. In this case, I set the canards up working with the elevons. I used a V-tail mixer and mixed the elevator component with these servos with this. So when with the two elevon servos. So when the elevons come up for elevator, so does this. This, of course, in the reverse. The way these are set up, using a V-tail mixer. So, let's see, where's my V-tail? I have my V-tail mixer still on here. No, I took it off. Okay. At any rate, use it on another plane for the moment. But that's how I wired it up. You wouldn't have to. You could just put these on, give them a slight incidence, like start them. Like I got the line on there like that. You could start them down like that and tip them up and just fly it. They are on a dihedral, but you could do it that way and just use just two servo straight elevons if you wanted to. But let's go over our parts now and how the 5 easy piece gripen goes together. I keep them all bundled together with rubber bands, hopefully so I don't lose pieces between builds. You have, of course, your main wing, and I did this main wing with these end pieces on there. They didn't last more than a couple of flights, so I fly it now with nothing on there. But you could do it. You could not do it with the foam like I started to do it here. This could be added on in plastic of some kind or wood or whatever if you wanted to, just to have that look, because it looks very futuristic in the sky with those wingtips on it like that. That's your main wing. Here is your nacelle piece that forms, once again, this is one of my Trident tail planes. We've got the two side pieces, like I say, the nacelle pieces, center rudder piece that come in contact with the main wing, and reinforced with I got a 24-inch, like I did on the Mirage, 24-inch number 3 that goes across there. I've got a couple of small number 3s that go back through here to kind of stiffen that up, and this is open, and then that's made a lot of difference. You can do the same thing on the Mirage as I was talking about before. And then I've got a number 5, or a 5 short piece here, goes just past these nacelle pieces, just to tie that motor mount and everything back into the plane. 5.3 tube there. And then I've got another number 3 piece that runs across. You can see it right there. It helps keep the whole front part level and together. So that's that. That's our reinforcing. So we've got this piece here, which, like on these Tridents, you bevel this keeps this part square, and that fastens up into here, and this comes along and notching into that front, which we'll go here in a minute. And you'll do the same on this fuse half. You'll cut 2 of these out. You'll bevel that edge in and this edge to the inside. You'll take this part and bevel these sides thusly, and you'll take this butt joint here to line it up here, and make sure that these are equal, that they're not, one's not slightly ahead of the other, that they're right on the money. So that you have to be cautious and careful when you're cutting these parts out. Get them all right, not end up with this at an angle. Make sure it's square. Any rate, you line those up, and I put little pieces of tape on it to hold it, and then I glue the inside, glue it on the inside. You can take the tape back off or add more, whatever is your taste in modeling, to get the shape. But then you end up with this. Mine's a little bent right at the moment because I've been, out there hot dogging with it. But there's your fuse, and it's like on these other ones. Then it comes and it will sit down on your main wing right in this groove here, as I recall. Is that right? That's in the groove? Yes. Right in this groove. Thusly. And go right on out. The bevels line up here, and forms your fuse. Then this piece here is the lower part, forms the, is that right? Yeah, no, this is the inner part. So you have to be able to divert the air as it's coming through back up over the top of the wing. And that's what these do. You've got a score fold, so this can come down like that and get up on the wing. You'll see how that goes together as you're standing there looking at it. Anyway, this piece comes in like this. So on my other trident tail, that knocks in there like that with this part there being beveled, and this sits in this notch. As this starts down, it fits right in that notch. You cut it in the front there. So there we go. There's that. And this part comes together. Okay, just like that, and then the notches into the. There are slots here in the face of the fuse or side of the fuse that these pieces go into that hold that, and then you have a another score fold here. You have a reverse score here, which helps this piece come back out. That's this reverse score. Okay, it's cut from the back side. You tape this side, bend it toward back out this way, and these two are from the top side, and that gives you this edge here up to this point where these two then join back together again. And then you have this piece that turns down that helps the airflow to the prop. So then you have another piece in the grand scheme of things, which I seem to have lost. Well, anyway, you'll have a pattern piece in yours set that will give you the closure here. This comes across this way. There's a score fold here, and that brings it right up and forms the bottom of this whole piece there like that. So, it's always nice to have all your pieces parts. This is the piece for the front canard, and it's slotted so that you can run the rod. Let me grab a rod real quick here. Okay, this is the piece for the front canard, and I've slotted it in such a way so that you can run this through here and get the it's a two-layered for strength and whatnot, and because of its angle, you can run your rod into that slot, you see, and you just let it catch the other side, and that gives you the angle you want. Of course, you can do 2 layers, you can do a single layer, but the 2 layers is going to hold up better in the airstream. These, without some sort of other reinforcing here anyway, it's gonna bend on you. But if you put the 2 layers together, glue them together, it's stiff enough, it'll stay together. If you do that, that gives you your angle, and you can, if you want to make the rod move, then you can set it inside a straw that runs across there. You can see it. I've got it. You can see it on the model, not? Yeah, you can see the straw right through there, and then that lets both of these move together. Anyway, that's how that goes together. Here's the other side. Okay. Just like on my other trident tails, there's your rudder piece. You've got notches. That sits in there. Now what you'll have to do, though, you can't slide it up in there. You'll have to put the rudder in, like I say, maybe just do one end, slide it in there, and then taper glue this other piece. These pieces are beveled this way. The slot's beveled so that it accepts this. And I just use a single layer one. You can add other pieces to that if you want, just for dimensionality. And then you've got this piece here, and this gets a simple, you could score it, or you could just bend the foam so that it comes down onto the nozzle and gives you that effect here at the back that the SAAB has. Very simple, really, plain. The only complication of this above the Mirage are the canards, and this pan, which, like I said, lost the pattern piece for apparently. It's probably in the other room where I keep them. But that's it. That's pretty much how it goes together. Of course, you got your